Week 41 Day 1. Queen of the supermarket. The American housewife is queen of all she surveys in the supermarket. She decides what items shall be purchased. Grocery manufacturers are well aware of her power to make one product a success and another a failure. They spend huge sums developing new products with which to curry her favor. Fearful that a successful product will soon begin to pall, the manufacturers, without cessation, come out with new and improved versions to whet her appetite. Sometimes it is only a box or package that has been changed. Perhaps a colorful photo of a succulent meal on a TV dinner box. In the larger supermarkets, the housewife is faced with a satiety of merchandise, particularly in the copiously stocked laundry detergent section. While there may be almost no intrinsic difference among the many brands, advertising and packaging serves to importune her to buy one rather than another. Sample sentences. 1. The connoisseur of fine foods declared the restaurant the ultimate in the preparation of succulent meat dishes. 2. She coveted the antiquated locket even though it had only an intrinsic value. 3. He discreetly tried to curry favor with his employer. 4. The host exhorted his guests to eat to satiety. 5. Those conditions were not conducive to a felicitous evening, as the dance would soon pall for the lack of feminine companionship. Week 41 Day 2. It's what's outside that counts. Packaging of grocery items is a facet of advertising that is too little appreciated by consumers. Walking up and down the aisles of a supermarket, one seldom stops to analyze the individual package in the potpourri of items on the shelves. The manufacturer had to glean and test many different designs before he accepted the one you see in the array before you. Before he will sanction the use of a particular can, box, or bottle, he must know many things about its efficacy. He wants to know if the colors attract. A white box may denote cleanliness, a red one, strength. There may be a photo or a drawing that will allude to the product's use or special qualities. A lackluster package may be fatal. Next, the size and shape are important elements. The housewife may want a small package for easy storing, but a larger package may suggest economy. A round bottle may look attractive, but a square one is easier to stack. These are some of the insidious aspects of packaging, the main purpose of which is to attract your attention as you peruse the crowded supermarket shelves. Sample sentences. 1. I cannot sanction your lax attitude towards the imminent threat of a conflagration. 2. In some insidious way the glib salesman played upon my repressed desires and sold me a gaudy sports car. 3. You can be sure the candidate will allude to the moribund state of our economy and offer his panacea. 4. A potpourri of today's musical hits sounds more like cacophony than harmony. 5. His levity at such a serious moment denote a lack of feeling. Week 41 Day 3. Tried and true. Few question the propriety of the current haste on the part of manufacturers to bring out new and improved products at the prevalent rate. At one time, in the dim, distant past before the advent of television, it was the vogue for products to be advertised on the merits of their tried and true qualities. Few advertisers were impious enough to jettison any part of a product that had been accepted by the public. Year after year, the local grocery store owner would proffer the same box of cereal, the same house cleaner. The acceptance was of the time-tested product, and it appeared almost unconscionable for the manufacturer to change his merchandise. Today's spate of transient products would have been considered an anomaly in those days. Sample sentences. 1. A few years ago there was a spate of science fiction films about awesome monsters causing pandemonium on our planet, but after a surfeit of that genre, their popularity began to wane. 2. With the advent of text messaging, Roger was busy night and day. 3. We question the propriety of making fun of obese people. 4. I'd like to proffer my belated congratulations on your 25 years of married serenity. 5. In the milieu of city street life it is not atypical to hear impious comments about authority. Week 41 Day 4. What's in a name? Supermarkets now carry their own products to compete with the national brands. These house brands are not in a felicitous position because they cannot be advertised widely. Supermarkets overcome this encumbrance by making these brands less expensive. Many people believe the shibboleth, "You get what you pay for," and they purchase items on the premise that quality varies as the price does. Are the claims made by nationally advertised brands bogus? How can one bread company substantiate its nutritive superiority over another? As there is no incontrovertible evidence, the more expensive bread, or coffee, etc., must compensate by increased advertising. They make inordinate claims, using those raucous techniques proven so successful in convincing the frugal consumer to switch to a more costly brand. Sample sentences. 1. Mothers should be vigilant that their children's food has the proper nutritive value. 2. There were raucous complaints about the inordinate number of fatal accidents caused by inebriated drivers. 3. People often try to compensate for their deplorable lack of culture by repeating the shibboleth, "I know what I like." 4. He had the audacity to try to foist a bogus dollar on me. 5. The reporter wanted to elicit the pertinent facts from the reticent witness, so he could substantiate the charge of moral turpitude against the high city official.